George Jones' biographical speech. Over the history of the United States since its inception, there has been several great presidents. Everybody has their own idea who's the best president the United States had in history. I think Ronald Wilson Reagan deserves to be nominated as one of the best, if not the best. My opinion, he is the best. I'll give you a few facts about him and you can make your own mind up. He was born February 6, 1911 to Jack and Nellie Reagan. They lived in Dixon, Illinois, where he attended Dixon, Illinois High School. He was an athlete, he was a student body president, and he performed in plays. In the summer, he worked as a lifeguard, to where, according to Luke Cannon, who wrote Ronald Reagan, Life Before the Presidency, attributed him to saving over 77 lives from drowning. This was determined by newspaper articles and research. He graduated from Dixon High School in 1928, and he enrolled in Eureka College. He played football, he was on the college swim team, he performed in the drama club, he was in the debate club, and he served as student body president. He was in a fraternity, Tau Kappa Epsilon, where he washed dishes to raise money for his tuition and sent money home to his family, who was poor at this time. He graduated in 1932 with a C average from Eureka College. He went on to get a job in 1932 as a sportscaster after college. In 1936, he was hired to recreate the Chicago Cubs baseball games and the Big Ten football games. In 1937, he went to California to cover the Chicago Cubs training camp. At this time, he hired a Hollywood agent who got him an interview with Warner Brothers Studios, who hired him as an actor, and he created over 53 movies in his time from 1937 to 1957. During this time, he met and married Jane Wyman, where they had a daughter named Maureen, and they also adopted a son named Michael. They were divorced in 1948. He was in the U.S. Army Cavalry Reserve since the 1930s, so when World War II broke out, he was brought into active duty. Because of his nearsightedness, he could not go into combat, but he was able to make training films and movies for the Army to where they made millions of dollars to go towards wartime charities. When he got out of World War II, he was elected president of the Screen Actors Guild from 1947 to 1952. During this time, he met future wife Nancy Davis. They were married in 1952, and they had 2 kids, Patricia Ann and Ronald. In 1954, he was hired by General Electric Theater as the host of their weekly TV show. In 1964, he was thrown into politics when he gave a speech for Barry Goldwater, then the Republican nomination for presidency. In this speech, he quoted one famous line that people still go by today. It isn't that liberals are ignorant, it's that they know so much that isn't so. He started his own political career in 1966 when he defeated Edmund Pat Brown Sr. for the governor of California. He was re-elected in 1970. In 1968 and 1976, he searched out to get the nomination for the Republican presidency candidacy, but failed. In 1980, he was receiving the nomination and defeated Jimmy Carter with a college electoral votes 489 to 49. He won 51% of the popular vote. He was elected the oldest president at that time at age 69. January 20th, 1981, in his inaugural speech, He quoted, "Government is not the solution to our problems, government is our problem." He advanced a number of conservative policies through his presidency. He made several tax cuts, and he increased military spending to fight Cold War. He nominated the first female Supreme Court Justice, Sandra Day O'Connor. He died June 5th, 2004. He was the oldest living president at the time. He is credited with ending the Cold War, helping bring down the Berlin Wall, and bringing GPS to the public. He is known for several quotes that he gave out and people still live by today. Some of them are, "There's no limit to the amount of good you can do if you don't care who gets the credit. Live simply, love generously, and care deeply. Speak kindly, leave the rest to God." These are quoted from whitehouse.gov. He made several humorous quotes, like to his wife, "Honey, I forgot the duck," after the assassination attempt. In conclusion, President Ronald Reagan started from humble beginnings and through hard work and faith became an accomplished actor, governor, and president of the United States. He helped stop the Cold War, helped bring down the Berlin Wall, and what he thought was right, he lived by.